Hello and welcome to the Star Watch Show brought to you by the Bob Mwiti Foundation. For some students, education is not simply a journey through the classroom. It is a daily test of sacrifice, resilience, and the determination to keep going when even the most basic requirements are difficult to afford. Today, we meet Angel Gakenia Tonjera, a student of Form 4 at Materi Girls Center. Angel was born and brought up in Kae Village, Machongolo Sublocation, Akerangondu Ward, Igembe Central Constituency in Meru County. Raised by parents who depend on small-scale farming and casual work, Angel has grown up watching them sacrifice their last earnings to keep their children in school. Her mother has also endured serious health challenges, including 2 surgeries, adding another burden to a family already struggling to meet the daily needs. Despite being sent home for school fees and lacking essential learning materials, Angel has not given up. In the near future, Angel aspires to be a surgeon. Later in the show, we will show you how a vision of one son of Meru, Bob Mwiti, is slowly transforming the lives of students such as Angel through the Bob Mwiti Foundation.
About 8 years ago, I began quietly supporting top students from my local primary school, Gakenia, and my alma mater, Nkobo High School. As the years went by, I realized there was a need to create a more structured and scalable way to help many more students. That vision led to the creation of the Bob Mwiti Foundation.
Today, we follow her story. Come with me. We leave Meru town and hit the Meru Maua highway. Our ride to Kae village was smooth until we tucked deep within Machongolo sublocation in Akerangondu Ward, Igembe Central Constituency, Meru County. The tarmac gives way to dust, then climbs through sharp beds and green hills. Gentle hills stretch across the landscape, reminding visitors that this is a community shaped as much by nature as it is by resilience. The simplicity of the surroundings conceals stories of extraordinary courage, and somewhere beyond these winding paths lives a young girl whose determination has become an inspiration to everyone around her.
My name is Angel Gakenia, Form 4 student at Materi Girls Center in Meru County. In our family, we are 4, 2 girls and 2 boys.
Angel was born into a family of 5 children. The family's firstborn daughter was exceptionally bright.
My firstborn passed away. She was a bright student who had passed her exams. She had received an admission letter to Tharaka University. One day, she climbed a tree to get animal feeding for the goats. She slipped and fell. We came back from work and rushed her to hospital, but sadly, she was pronounced dead.
For the family, it was a devastating loss. Yet life demanded that the family move forward, and without anyone asking, Angel slowly stepped into the role once held by her elder sister. Not because she had to, but because someone needed to.
Angel is my second-born child. She is in Form 4. She is very obedient and loves education.
Even before losing their firstborn, the family had already been facing difficult times.
Life has been challenging due to lack of school fees, lack of essentials, lack of money for those essentials.
For Angel's parents, providing for their children has never been about comfort. It has always been about sacrifice.
I wash clothes for people and earn some money from my customers who support me. I save whatever I earn from these casual jobs and use it to provide for my children, including Angel.
The work is exhausting, yet every coin earned carries one purpose: keeping their children in school.
I mainly do farm work. I dig trenches, prepare the land and plant crops. I also grow sukuma wiki and bananas, as you can see here. I apply manure to the crops and rear goats.
Angel grew up watching her parents give up almost everything to protect their children's education. With no permanent employment, the family depends on small-scale farming and casual work, yet even during the most difficult seasons, her parents continue placing school first. Those sacrifices have shaped Angel's attitude toward education and strengthened her determination to make every opportunity count.
I became so sick that the money we had could not cover our needs. We struggled to raise money and borrowed money to pay the hospital bills. Afterwards, we had to repay those debts while also paying school fees. This has made it especially difficult to support Angel's education.
For Angel, education began long before she understood the challenges that would accompany it.
My education, I began at age 3 in Mumbai Primary School. I continued until I finished to class 8.
When the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education examinations finally came, Angel was ready. Months of discipline, sacrifice, and determination paid off.
She got good grades.
She performed well and earned an opportunity to join secondary school.
She was initially called to another school, but we could not afford the fees. So she stayed at home for some time. A friend later came and told me about Materi Girls. She said she could help us secure admission. Since she was a parent at the school, she would help us get her admitted before our financial situation became an issue.
Receiving an admission letter was only the beginning. Preparing to report to school came with another challenge.
I could not join Kenny Girls, which was my dream school. After class 8, I could not join it. But when I also got a chance in Materi Girls, I thank God because I was even not expecting that I would even join because of the constraints in the family.
Secondary school opened new opportunities. It also introduced new struggles.
After Angel was admitted, we continued looking for casual jobs wherever we could. We send whatever little we can afford, even if it's only 200 Kenyan shillings. The teacher understands our situation and accepts whatever we send. Even when we manage to get 200 or 500 Kenyan shillings, the teacher does not reject it. He receives it and ensures it goes into the school account. That is how we have been managing.
Whatever work is available, I do it together with my wife. We use whatever we earn to meet our needs. If I get a casual job and she also gets one, we combine our earnings and pay for examinations, school essentials, uniforms, or anything else the children need. Sometimes I do construction work while my wife works elsewhere. We discuss how to use what we earn, combine our income, and pay the school fees.
Few moments are as painful for a student as being asked to leave school because of unpaid fees.
It's discouraging. I feel embarrassed. I ask God, why me, of all people? I'm almost the one who is almost sent home every time due to school fees and fee balances. So it's discouraging, and I just try to motivate myself and tell myself it's just for a moment. One day it will change, things will change.
Every day spent away from school is another lesson missed, another opportunity delayed.
It has really affected my studies because the moment I'm sent home, mostly in weekends, I leave others in school, they continue with their studies, and that is the moment that one has to revise because teachers are not coming. Now I get challenged because I will not have the time to revise with myself in school, and also sometimes we have remedials with the teachers, so they continue the studies and I'm not able to continue with them.
Even when she is in school, learning comes with its own set of challenges.
That has affected me because let's say we have the math hour time when everyone is doing mathematics. I keep on disturbing my desk mate, asking her to assist me to calculate, and you see that is a challenge. I'm also disturbing her at the same time. And that is a challenge because I become a burden to my desk mate.
Learning materials have been a challenge. Until now, I have not been able to buy her a calculator. I borrowed one for her, but it stopped working. We even bought a battery, but it still broke down. Recently, she asked me to either buy her a calculator or borrow one that works. She needs it now because her examinations are approaching. For mathematical tables, I tell her to borrow from other students. I also tell her to be kind to them, and she is. She borrows what she needs and returns it. From Form 1 to Form 4, she has not had her own mathematical tables or calculator. She relies on other students to assist her. Even with set books, she has had to borrow from others because I have been unable to buy them for her. I always encourage her to be good to others so that they can continue helping her.
For Angel, financial difficulty has affected more than school fees. It has meant returning home unexpectedly, lacking essential learning materials, and working during the holidays to raise transport. Each interruption has tested her confidence, but it has also taught her to adapt, persevere, and keep moving forward.
When Angel is at home, she often joins her mother in doing casual jobs. For example, if her mother is called to wash clothes somewhere, Angel goes with her. Working together allows them to finish the job faster than one person would. They then return home together.
Whenever Angel is sent home because of unpaid school fees, she refuses to let the interruption derail her dreams.
Seeing myself in such a status, I motivate myself to work harder so that I can change it, so that it cannot prolong, and so that it cannot be like it's a life to live in. Now I change my attitude, I change my doings.
Even the journey back to school reflects the family's determination to save whatever little they can.
We cannot afford transport fare, so we have to use shortcuts to reach Maua stage. We take rough roads so that we can save the little money we have and ensure she gets to school.
What makes Angel's story remarkable is not simply the hardships she has endured. It is the fact that despite every interruption, she continues to excel.
I get my motivation mostly from my math teacher because he sees the struggles and how I also pass in mathematics. He tells me, you continue doing it. God is seeing how you are doing it. God will do something for you. And that's how I am motivated mostly in school.
Her academic performance remains impressive, particularly in mathematics and the sciences, subjects many students find challenging.
When you love something and when you have attitude, you just normally make it because your attitude is positive. You don't look at the negative that you don't have. You just look at the time when you are assisted. And then I also keep time. I also manage time for the science, the mathematics, so that I can be somewhere in mathematics.
Her commitment to education has also become an inspiration to her younger siblings.
Angel has also influenced her siblings academically. They have developed a love for the same subjects she enjoys, science and mathematics. One of them is now in grade 9 and recently told me that he wants to pursue sciences. That is why he is choosing STEM. As they choose their secondary schools, he says he wants a school that is strong in science. Angel has inspired them to love these subjects and aspire to follow in her footsteps.
Despite carrying challenges of her own, Angel is soft-hearted and emphatic, a trait she has acquired from her experiences in life. Holding on to education, her dream of becoming a surgeon grew from the same compassion. a desire to save lives and ensure that limited finances do not prevent vulnerable families from receiving care.
It will help my family. I will help my family in at least raising our standards. It will not be the same again. My community also will change since we have a surgeon in the community. And I will at least build an hospital around this place so that it cannot be difficult for my community to go to search those medical services in far places.
For years, Angel's education has been interrupted by one recurring challenge: school fees, a burden that weighed heavily on the entire family.
Her school fees is a major challenge. She currently has a fee balance of 85,100 Kenyan shillings. Every week, students whose fees are outstanding are called out. Angel is usually among the first students to be sent home.
Then a new opportunity emerged.
I learned it through my mother's friend. She told my mother about it when she saw how my mom struggled, and through her, we were able to know more about Bob Mwiti Foundation, and I applied for it.
Angel's mother learned about the Bob Mwiti Foundation through a friend.
A friend came and told us about the foundation. She had heard about it at a church in Athiru. When they were told about the Star Award program, she thought of our family because she knew what we had been going through. She then came and told us about it.
At first, I was doubting. Even when I wrote the essay, I was somehow doubting. But I said, if it's the will of God, let it be done. I wrote it to my level best, and I said, if it's the will of God, God will just fulfill it.
The Bob Mwiti Foundation is rooted in lived experience shaped by the journey of its chairman.
I grew up in a very humble family, raised primarily by my grandparents. In primary school, I worked very hard and was fortunate to become one of the top students in Meru County. That performance earned me admission to one of the most prestigious schools in the country, Nairobi School.
Honorable Kinoti Gatobu, former Bori MP, was among the distinguished guests during the official launch of the Bob Mwiti Foundation.
So I knew Bob through Nkobwa High School. Nkobwa High School really molded us. It changed our lives forever. Bob, I've never known Nkobwa High School was not your school of choice. It was a product of circumstances. Because even for me, Nkobwa High School was not my choice. My dream school since I was a small boy was Tarehe Boys. But many years later, when I look back, one of the best things that happened in my life was going to Nkobwa High School.
Bob Mwiti and Honorable Gatobu first came to know each other through their former high school, Nkobo High School, a connection that has remained strong over the years.
The principal invited us to form Nkobo High School Old Boys Association, and he picked me to be the patron. That's when now I came to meet Bob, and we became great friends, and he was very committed to the cause.
During the event, Honorable Gatobu praised Bob Mwiti for consistently being at the forefront of empowering dreams and creating opportunities for young people through education and mentorship.
And Bob never misses. Sometimes he takes a flight from US to come and mentor the boys of Nkobwa High School. That tells you how committed, how loving he is. Even last year, July, we were with him again in Nkobwa High School, mentoring the young boys, supporting them, and really Bob, saa ingine sisi tukiwa Kenya tuna miss the mentorship day, but Bob akiwa wapi, hata akiwa Pluto, atachukua rocket akuje.
He also expressed his appreciation for seeing a vision that began as a personal dream finally come to fruition through the establishment of the Bob Mwiti Foundation, an initiative now dedicated to supporting and uplifting vulnerable students and communities.
I'm very happy to learn that Bob has earned this dream for a long time. This is a great thought. This is a great commitment. As the disciples of Bob, tujiulize tukiwa tunatembea na Bob kwa hii safari ya kuguza maisha in our own small ways, how can we touch our families, our neighbors, all the people near and even far from us.
As part of a mission to give back to the community.
About 8 years ago, I began quietly supporting top students from my local primary school, Gakenia, and my alma mater, Nkobo High School. As the years went by, I realized there was a need to create a more structured and scalable way to help many more students. That vision led to the creation of the Bob Mwiti Foundation.
Through its flagship Star Award, the foundation seeks to empower brilliant and financially needy students through high school education.
Through the Star Award, we support outstanding high school students across Meru County. Every week, the foundation awards Kenya shillings 20,000 to one student from each administrative ward within Meru County.
When they were notified that Angel had been selected, they couldn't hide their joy.
I was very happy when I heard that you were coming. I thanked God because I believe He answers the prayers we make.
First, I want to tell them that this foundation was started through divine inspiration. Bob Mwiti is a godly person. The children you are supporting are kind-hearted. I believe they will remember where they came from and in future support this foundation and the community at large. May God bless the Bob Mwiti Foundation. I see it going very far.
Angel and her family are entirely grateful to Bob Mwiti for his generous acts.
May God help you so that you can continue supporting the Meru community and Kenya at large. You have touched the lives of needy students who have worked hard but cannot afford their school fees. May God guide you in all your endeavors. May He continue to see you through. I believe you're going far.
For the Bob Mwiti Foundation, I would really thank for what they are doing to these children, and that they should know that the things that they are doing, they shall be rewarded by God, because this is not just a thing, it's like a ministry, like helping others. They shall receive God blessings through this, and this shall never go in vain, because it's a good work.
You can support this family and help ease their burden through this M-Pesa number. Your kindness is truly appreciated. Through the Bob Mwiti Foundation, you have an opportunity to nurture education and support determined students. Your contributions go directly towards easing the burden of the school fees, helping ensure that these students can remain in school. Angel's journey reminds us that hardship can either silence a dream or give it deeper meaning. Her parents have continued placing education first, despite unstable income, illness, and the daily struggle to provide for their family. Their sacrifices have shaped Angel into a determined student and a young woman committed to building a better future. Through the Star Award, the Bob Mwiti Foundation continues to support students like Angel, helping ease part of the burden and giving her a strong opportunity to remain in school and focus on her education. This has been the Star Award Show, brought to you by the Bob Mwiti Foundation. Until next time, goodbye.